Did you expect that over the weekend? I'm looking at all these Republicans. Ron Johnson called it a joke. Rick Scott, I want to get a deal done. I support the president's agenda, but we got to live in reality here. Rand Paul said that Republicans are losing their moral high ground. Tom Tillis, we got a lot more work to do.
Well, they're going to have their opinions, of course. The House did what it could to pass the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, and that's what it's named. So you don't need to put quotes around it, Blake. That's what it's called officially.
Fair enough.
Listen, I think Mike Johnson did an outstanding job working with Leader Thune in consult with the White House, their staff as well, to come up with a piece of legislation that we think not only just passed the House by one vote, but then can get over the hurdle in the Senate as well. No question the devil's in the details, but these senators have constituents they care about. They want to try and let them know they're fighting for what the people that put them in office want. But how are you going to get the 51 votes to get it over the finish line and send it back to the House? If you change it too much, as you know, then you've got a problem back on the House side, and that changes
it's a yo-yo, right?
Yes.
It's like taking one and pulling from the next.
Correct.
So if that's the analogy, I don't know if it's a good or bad one, but what can't you pull too much? Like, what's the big worry here?
Well, I mean, I don't know if there's any one big worry per se. These people are
What do you have your eye on? Let me put it that way.
Look, I think the cuts were a big issue on our side of the aisle as well, over on the House floor. Debates over how much we're actually cutting here, and this is the most significant set of cuts in spending in 30-plus years. So you're putting it in the right direction. This isn't the end-all, be-all. There's still a lot more to do after this bill passes. But still, the Senate's going to have their fight on their side. But as I mentioned, because this has been done so closely tied with the Senate, the House, and the White House, there really shouldn't be too many surprises coming out of the Senate. A few things here and there, but nothing major.
How is the role that Donald Trump, that he's going to play going forward? Because in the House, you have all these different members of Congress, right? Maybe he doesn't pick up the phone every single time. But you're talking about 2 or 3 senators here, right? So at the end of the day, when does Trump get involved? How does he get involved?
Well, you know, interestingly enough, because the margins are so slim in the House, it kind of is a good disinfectant, because you get to see the 2 or 3 over there that could be problematic as well. I used to love working in the White House with the president, because once he makes a decision, you go. When Mike Johnson makes a decision, he has to socialize it with 217 other people. The Senate's the same thing. Once they make a decision, they have to get their 50-plus members, 54, whatever it is, on the same page. That's a difficult dance to do, but I do think because they've been so communicative in their individual chambers, they know the problems, they know the pitfalls, they're working to navigate against those. And while you see many people out in front now saying, I want more of this, more of that, I don't know if that's actually going to come to fruition when it comes time to pass the bill, because the president will most assuredly get involved in this process at some point.
So when are we getting the post? Senator fill in the blank doesn't fill in the blank, and he goes after him.
Well, it depends. If that particular senator doesn't fill in the blank. If the senator's doing what he needs to do to try and get the bill over the finish line, that's one thing. You're always going to get someone like Massey on the House side that says no. Rand Paul is always going to say no as well, because that's who they are.
Give me one senator to watch. Who are you watching the most?
I am watching Ron John. Very popular, very strong, full-throated as well. We'll see what he has to say about it when it comes to vote.
We'll leave it there. Hogan Gidley, thank you, sir. Catch you later in the show. Appreciate it. All right.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.